Pat Dunphy of Kilkenny, the referee for the AIB Leinster Senior Hurling Club semi-final between St Martin's of Wexford and Castletown of Laois. St Martin's in the maroon jerseys playing with a slight breeze from left to right are on the attack at the start of the game. This is Martin Phelan for the Castletown men. Robert Delaney up the far side. 2 changes on the Castletown team. 17 Cyril Cuddy at centre field, 19 Gerard Cuddy top of the left, 6 Cuddys in all starting for Castletown. Number 9 for the Wexford men is Tommy Radford. Down the middle it goes. John Cuddy, number 6, looks as if he might be playing full back for the Castletown men as well. Here come the Wexford men. The Castletown defenders doing well. Paul Cuddy on the ground. It's a free out for the Laois men. John Cuddy, number 6, playing at full back, and Paul Cuddy, the man taking this free, playing at centre half forward. The 2 corner forwards on the Wexford, the Martins team, Robert Lambert and Phil Murphy, have also switched corners. Tomas Codd takes it down. His midfield partner Tommy Radford going forward for the Wexford men, St Martins in the maroon jerseys. Number 7 is John O'Sullivan. Paul Cuddy pulling first time across to the far side. 14 is Paddy Dullard playing in the corner. It looks as if John O'Sullivan is full forward. Paddy Dullard takes a shot and the ball has gone over the bar. Number 14, Paddy Dullard, playing top of the right, the score of that first point for Castletown of Laois. Conditions are excellent, a slight breeze blowing from left to right, but of no significance. The pitch in excellent condition, a dry week here in Kilkenny, so the elements in everybody's favour here today. No sun shining, conditions almost perfect for the middle of November. Ken Furlong going forward, but the referee has brought back play because the Castletown number 8? It is because the number 9 is not playing. It's David Cuddy, number 8, who is down injured. So the referee calling back the play while David Cuddy is attended to. So David Cuddy back on his feet. A round of applause from the attendance, a good size attendance here in Nolan Park. And David will resume his position and hopefully he will run off that injury. So the linesman resumes play as the ball goes over the sideline. It's a sideline ball to the Laois men from Castletown. Number 7 is John O'Sullivan, and he's about 50 metres out from his own goal. So John O'Sullivan with the sideline cut for Castletown. Nicely up. Ger Cuddy, number 19. Back goes the number 6, Mark Murphy, the Wexford captain. Free up for the Wexford men, St Martins. So David Murphy, number 2, the cornerback, taking this free for St Martins of Wexford. Dropping it 20 metres out. Ball played into the centre, but nicely cut out there for the Laois men. And ground hurling winning the day. Ball coming towards the sideline, gone out over it. Sideline ball for St Martins. Number 5 is Ken Furlong. Just inside the Laois half of the field. Another good cut up this wing. Knocked down by Tom Phelan. Number 4. Paul Cuddy, number 3. Back was John O'Sullivan, number 7. Rory Kinchley, number 11. Rory Quigley, number 11, on the ground. The ball has gone over the end line and wide. And another player in need of attention, but the referee deciding to continue with play. All players on their feet and available for action. The Laois goalman is the captain, that's John Lyons. Cuddy beaten there by Codd, but the ball breaks back to the Wexford men. Mark Murphy, the son John O'Sullivan. Here's Paul Cuddy playing the centre half back though, wearing 3. Rory Quigley, number 11, doing well and winning the free for the Wexford men. And coming up from corner back is David Murphy to take this free. A little over 60 metres out, I would think. It will depend on where linesman John Guinan places this ball. Just about 60 the goal. Perhaps a little less now. So David Murphy with this free for St. Martin's of Wexford. They have yet to score. 60 metres out and the ball has gone straight between the posts and over the bar. Number 2, David Murphy, the corner back. He's now playing in the half-back line. Perhaps he will go out to the corner. This is David Cuddy. Dropping it inside. Ger Cuddy. Patrick Phelan, 15. Back goes Robert Delaney. It's Ken Furlong. He shot as well, blocked down by Phelan. Phelan hand pass it out to Cuddy. Cuddy inside once again to Phelan. Patrick Phelan, well saved by the goalkeeper. The ball not yet cleared. Now it is over the sideline, far side of the field. Well, number 15, Patrick Phelan, had a good shot there, but the goalman, James Quirk, stood his ground, blocked the shot. The ball was eventually cleared over the sideline. David Cuddy, number 8, about 5 or 6 metres out from the end line. Nice ball across. No trouble to the Wexford men. Taken away there by Tomas Codd. Paul Cuddy driving it back up. Number 10 is Eamon Kerwin along the ground, but only to a Wexford man, Tommy Radford. Radford clears it back up the field. Rory Quigley pulls on it. Martin Phelan is number 2 for the Laois men. This is Paul Cuddy. Barely missing the referee as he sends the ball over to the side of the field. Paddy Dollard inside. Fionn O'Sullivan, inter-county hurler with Laois. Ger Cuddy trying to keep that ball in play, succeeds in doing so. Out comes David Murphy, number 2, and clears it back up for the Wexford men. Paddy Dollard is underneath this one, has that ball. Back to Paul Cuddy, 65 metres out. Cuddy lobs it in and lobs it all the way over the bar. Number 3, Paul Cuddy, centre half back from the 65 metre line, delightfully putting the ball over the bar. 2 points to Castletown of Laois, 1 point to St. Martin's of Wexford. Robert Delaney trying to put his hand up for that one. Martin Phelan, number 2, only as far as Tomas Codd. Tomas Codd drives that ball in, it's gone to the right and it's gone wide. Number 8, Tomas Codd with that shot, always going right and wide. Rory Devereux, Barry Devereux I should say, cut out again by Paul Codd. Rory Quigley doing well, putting pressure on the Laois man. Hand pass intercepted, but it still comes to a Laois man. David Cuddy, back to Paul Cuddy. Oh, well taken down there by Darren Sane. Rory McCarthy, in fact, number 7, clears that ball down. Nicely taken out by John Cuddy. Robert Delaney, number 5. Here's Darren Sane, number 4, with Dollard. Dollard gets there ahead of his man. Dollard into the centre. David Cuddy, number 8, takes a shot, and David Cuddy puts the ball over the bar. Number 8, David Cuddy, playing at centre field, making the score Castletown 3 points, St. Martin's 1 point. Barry Lambert, number 10, beaten to the pull. Ken Furlong nudges it out. Ball near the sideline, but Barry Murphy trying to get Mark Murphy trying to get onto it. Eamon Kerwin has a second goal, and his shot is brilliantly blocked down again by Furlong, number 5. High tackle on the Wexford man, and the referee calling out Ger Cuddy, number 19. as Ken Furlong is down on the ground, and the referee is taking the name of number 19, Ger Cuddy. So a yellow card for the number 19 for that high pull on Ken Furlong, who happily is back on his feet. And it's David Murphy who is going to take this free exactly centre of the field, but very near this sideline. Castletown of Laois 3 points, St Martin's of Wexford 1, as David Murphy prepares to take this free. Struck it well, ball dropping, going left. The referee, the goalkeeper watches it going left and wide. David Murphy going back to the right corner position. Ken Furlong underneath this one again, into his hand. Drives the Wexford end forward once again. Paul Cuddy having a great game at centre half back. Flicked inside. Out they come. Fionn O'Sullivan playing it full forward. Gets around his full back. That's Pat Frayne. And O'Sullivan still going, and O'Sullivan sends the ball over the bar. Number 13 with the red helmet, Fionn O'Sullivan playing it full forward, putting that ball over the bar for the Laois men. They now lead 4 points to 1. A little over 12 minutes gone in the first half. Paul Cuddy once again stopping that ball, breaks the Cyril Cuddy. Late replacement at centre field. Martin comes to John O'Sullivan. John O'Sullivan for Laois men. Ken Furlong breaks it down, but Patrick Phelan for Castletown sends that ball in. It's just gone to the right and it's gone wide. Castletown 4 points, St Martin's 1. James Quirk pucking out for the St Martin's men. Nicely taken down by Tomas Codd, playing well in the centre of the field, dropping that ball inside. John O'Connor is in there, but the ball breaks instead to 13, and a great save by the goalkeeper John Lyons from that shot by Robert Lambert, number 13. Terrific save by the goalkeeper John Lyons. The referee has blown, and is he going to throw the ball in between two players? It would appear that that's what he's going to do. The Laoismen clear the ball, and it comes here to David Cuddy, number 8. Tommy Radford, number 9 for the Wexford men, trying to stop his progress. Ken Furlong, number 5, drives the Wexford men back again. Back goes Paul Cuddy. Out over the sideline ball to the Laois men, because I think it went off of Rory Quigley's hurl. So Robert Delaney, the number 5, to take this cut off, very short one, but it might work out well for the Laois men, but the ball going back in. Martin Phelan is in there, but Robert Delaney, number 5, comes away with it for the Laois men. His shot is blocked down. Number 12 is Barry Devereux. Tommy Radford driving the ball. John O'Connor is in there. Philip Murphy, the ball scooped away, and first to get there, Martin Phelan. Oh, shortish clearance, only comes to the Wexford man. Danger here for the Laois men. Barry Devereux, hand pass inside. It might work out yet. Robert Lambert's shot only goes to a Laois man, John O'Sullivan. John O'Sullivan to Cyril Cuddy. Cyril Cuddy goes on a solo run over the 65 to halfway, drives the ball forward, nobody inside. The goalkeeper comes out. Here's a great chance. John O'Sullivan, and a brilliant block, and it's goal. Of the net. Well, Fionn O'Sullivan, number 13, got the ball. He charged forward, the goalkeeper came out, but a brilliant block by one of the backs stopped O'Sullivan, but at the second attempt the ball ended up in the back of the St Martin's net. 1 goal and 4 points for Castletown, 1 point for St Martin's. Here comes David Cuddy once again. Long ball, the goalkeeper is out, the back is there as well. David Murphy taking it from his goalkeeper, clearing it out the field. Eamon Cowan blocks it down. Paddy Dullard wearing 40 but playing in a half forward line. Here's David Cuddy just inside the 45 metre line, puts the ball over the bar. Number 8, David Cuddy. Another point for him, another point for Castletown. They're motoring well at the moment. 1-5 to Castletown, 1 point to St Martin's of Wexford. Barry Devereux and Robert Delaney. Ball breaks into the middle. Philip Murphy. Across to this side. Here's a chance now as John O'Connor gets the ball and passes it inside. Rory Quigley is going through. Rory Quigley is taken down. And there's a penalty for St Martin's. Well, Rory Quigley took that pass, was going for goal, taken down by the defenders. The result is a penalty for St Martin's. So a great chance for the Wexford men to get some scores back here. John O'Connor, number 14, a penalty for St Martin's of Wexford. They're well behind so far. He shoots and it's gone in to the back of the net. Number 14, the scorer of that, Paul Cuddy, got his hurl to the ball, couldn't stop it going over the line, and the Wexford men are back in the match. 1-5 for Castletown of Laois, 1-1 for St Martin's of Wexford. A little over 18 minutes gone in the first half. Ball breaks to David Cuddy. Cyril Cuddy, number 17, the ball taken away from him, comes to Patrick Phelan. Phelan lets fly, and the ball has gone over the bar. Number 15, Patrick Phelan, playing at left half forward, the score of that latest point for Castletown. 1-6 to 1-1. John O'Connor coming out for full forward, collecting the ball and winning the free. So another chance for the Wexford men to reduce the deficit. Barry Lambert, number 10, would appear to be taking this free. John O'Sullivan would have to move way back. And number 10, Barry Lambert, with this free, about 40 metres out, more or less in front of the post. Barry Lambert with this free, sending it over the bar. Barry Lambert, number 10. Score at that point. It's 1-6 for Castletown now, 1-2 for St Martin's. And Martin's are very much back in the game. Ball dropping 45 metres out, and a great catch by Tomas Codd. Shot blocked down by Cyril Cuddy. Back to David Cuddy, and David Cuddy, number 8, sends that ball over the bar. (1-7 to 1-2). Castletown ahead. Barry Devereux beaten by Delaney. Mark Murphy, his hand pass went astray, but it might work out yet. Ken Furlong. Robert Lambert. Can he keep the ball in? No, it's gone off of his hand, and this is a sideline cut for Castletown. That's the way the linesman has seen it. John O'Sullivan, number 7, to take the sideline cut for Castletown. John O'Sullivan coming forward to take this cut, and a good one it is. Knocked down by the Wexford men. Paddy Phelan surrounded by Wexford men, and the referee gives the plea against him. Good pressure by the Wexford men. And Barry Lambert looks like he's going to take this free about 60 metres out from the goal. So Barry Lambert with this free for St. Martin's of Wexford. 60 metres out, slightly to the right, and the ball was always right, and it's gone wide. 1-7 to Castletown, 1-2 to St. Martin's. A little under 9 minutes to go to half time. Slight breeze helping the Wexford men in the first half, but very, very slight. David Cuddy once again up the far wing. Rory McCarthy, number 7, not terribly much in this game so far. Eamon Kerwin off of the Wexford man over the sideline ball for Castletown. David Cuddy going to take it. So David Cuddy with the sideline cut for Castletown. A little under 40 metres out from the goal. Oh, completely mishit it. And the Wexford men can clear the lines with Captain Mark Murphy, but he's going back towards his own goal and towards the sideline, but gets away and clears the ball up the field. Rory Quigley top of the right now for the Wexford men, and Robert Lambert looks like he could be centre half forward. In fact, Robert is left corner forward. Here comes Tommy Radford. It's a good cut this time, dropping it way inside. Here's Rory Quigley onto it, number 11, but the ball knocked away from him. It breaks to Robert Lambert, beaten away. Paul Cuddy clears that ball up the field for the Laois men. Rory McCarthy towards the sideline, ball off the Laois man, sideline ball for St. Martin's. Tommy Radford once again, his sideline cuts have been excellent so far. This one, no exception. Another fine high long ball dropping inside. Rory Quigley on the end of it, trying to get room to swing. Rory Quigley hand passes in a weak enough shot. John Lyons in the goal did well and clears the ball. Taken down by Tomas Cobb and beaten. The Laois player picks the ball off the ground. Padley Cuddy, number 11, and number 2 David Murphy going across from his right corner back position to take this free 65 metres out. Philip Murphy is full forward now. It would have, well, he's not, in fact he's centre half forward on the Wexford team. David Murphy just inside the 65 metre line with this free for St. Martin's. It looks to be good, and it is. It's over the bar. Number 2, the cornerback, David Murphy. Another long range free for him. Another score for the Wexford men. 1-7 to Castletown. 1 goal and 3 points for St. Martin's. Gerard Cuddy, number 19. David Murphy clearing up and cleaning up. Rory Quigley. Tom Phelan beaten by Quigley, playing in the corner, now drives that ball forward. Here's Robert Lambert, couldn't get to it. The ball goes over the end line and wide. So the Martins full forward line is Rory Quigley. At full forward is John O'Connor, and Robert Lambert is at top of the left. Barry Devereux, number 12, send that ball in. Philip Murphy now playing centre half forward at 15, but the ball beaten away by the Laois man. Comes to Ken Furlong. He's shot well blocked down, but he gets onto it again. Across to the far side. Nice play by the Wexford men. Here they come down the right hand wing. Paul Cuddy nudges it out. Comes to the number 7. Rory McCarthy shot goes in. The ball goes into the goalkeeper. The referee has blown. and he's going inside to see what happened. John O'Connor ending up on the ground. He was on the ground a few minutes ago as well, as was his marker John Cuddy. And the referee will have to have a word with his umpires now at this stage. Referee talking to John Cuddy, the full-back. But that's all he's doing, talking to him. And he's going to restart the game. That's all the action that has been taken. So the referee will restart the game on the far side of the field, on the Castletown 65-metre line or near enough to it. And the Laoismen come away with the ball, and it's David Cuddy going up the far sideline. Cuddy gets the ball inside. Eamon Kerwin. Ball still in play. Tommy Radford doing very well, blocking down the ball, coming up with it, trying to get his shot in. Laoismen on the attack. Rory McCarthy getting into the game all the more now, coming forward for the Wexford men. And the referee is giving a free to St Martin's. A little over 3 minutes to go to half time. Castletown 1-7, St Martin's 1-3. David Murphy placing the ball. He's almost at centre field. So David Murphy with this free, hitting it from midfield, driving it well. It looks to be going to the left, and it's gone wide. So just 4 points between the teams coming up to half time, about 3 minutes or thereabouts to go. The Wexford player, St Martin's player down injured is a Tommy Radford, and he needs attention. So Tommy Radford back on his feet. Number 9 resumes his position. And coming up towards half-time is Castletown 1-7, St Martin's 1-3. And puck out coming from the Castletown goalkeeper, John Lyons. Made one terrific save, 2 good saves in fact in this first half. Cyril Cuddy going forward for the Laoismen. The ball hops out of his hand. Knocked back up by Ken Furlong. Martin Phelan, number 2, goes back. Tom Phelan is there 4. Phelan is on the ground. They're all piling in. The referee has blown. The umpire is signalling wide, and the referee is going with that decision. Fionn O'Sullivan is coming to midfield. Cyril Cuddy to the half-forward line, and Padraig Cuddy to full forward on the Castletown team. Eamon Kerwin across to the far side. Well taken down. Into the centre to Pat Phelan. Pat Phelan going forward for Castletown. Hand passes it inside, but the ball brilliantly intercepted by David Murphy. He's fouled, and it's a free out to the Wexford men. Well, Paddy Dullard's pass set up all of that, but the Wexford defenders held out well and won their free. Castletown substitutes and mentors can't be too unhappy. I think 4 points ahead. They've hurled well in this first half, but Martins have come back into it. Ball is broken down. Robert Delaney, ball nudged forward. Here comes Tommy Radford, number 9. Radford with a left hand shot sends the ball in just outside the post and wide. Under pressure as he took the shot, the ball just going left and wide. So in injury time at the end of the first half. It's up to the referee now to decide what time is left. Here come the Laoismen once again. Ball kicked out here, Fionn O'Sullivan now playing at midfield. Laois player on the ground inside. Fionn O'Sullivan leaving it there to Paul Cuddy. Paul Cuddy being dragged out of. And it's a free up for the Castletown men. And the umpire, is he calling in the referee because Padraig Cuddy number 11 is down on the ground and has been for some time. And the referee going in to have a word with the umpire. And one of the Wexford men could be in trouble here. Pat Frayne number 3 is out having a word and the referee is going in that direction, I think. Is he going to have a word with the two of them? Pat Frayne number 3, Padraig Cuddy the Laoisman, and the word is sufficient at this stage. Padraig Cuddy now playing at full forward. This is a free that Paul Cuddy is going to take. 6 Cuddies starting for Castletown today, 2 of them as late replacements. Gerard Cyril, that ball goes in. Paul Cuddy number 3, another point from long range. 1-8 to 1-5, and the referee has blown the half-time whistle. And at half-time here in Nolan Park in Kilkenny, it's the AIB Leinster Senior Hurling Championship semi-final. A half-time score of Castletown of Laois 1 goal and 8 points, St Martin's of Wexford 1 goal and 3 points. So Pat Dunphy restarts this Leinster Senior Club semi-final, and it's Wexford on the attack with John O'Connor number 14 going through, trying to kick the ball, couldn't make his mind up. The defenders are there in force. John O'Sullivan number 7, Robert Lambert number 13. O'Sullivan doing well and coming away with the ball. David Cuddy back to John O'Sullivan. And O'Sullivan sends the Laoismen on the attack once again. Castletown leading 1-8 to 1-3, the half-time score. Gordy McCarthy. Added on to there by the number 12, Barry Devereux. Full back now, remember, is, as he has been from the start of the match, John Cuddy to Paul, to David. Loses his helmet on the ball. Weak enough shot there by Barry Lambert. Laoismen coming onto it. Paul Cuddy once again up this wing. Rory McCarthy clears it up for Martins to the far side. Tom Phelan across to the far side. Ken Furlong. Barry Lambert beaten by John O'Sullivan. Number 2 for the Wexford men is David Murphy. Clears it up the far sideline. The ball is just gone out over the sideline. And a sideline ball back up to the Laoismen. The referee is going to change the decision. I think he has, in fact, overruled his linesman. So a sideline ball to St Martin's. And here's the line, the cut expert Tommy Radford, just outside the 45-metre line. Along the ground this time, David Cuddy for the Laoismen, finding it hard to get the ball up. John O'Sullivan shot well blocked down. Tom Phelan losing the ball. Here comes Rory Quigley. Rory Quigley for the Wexford men. Still Quigley loses the ball. Ball breaks out here to Barry Devereux. His shot is blocked down. Ball breaks inside to John O'Connor, number 14. He's taken down, and it's a free in. 3 of them had a go there. They were all charged down or blocked down, but they win a free. John O'Connor with this free for St. Martin's, 20 metres out, sending it low and sending it just over the bar. First score of the second half goes to St. Martin's, 1-8 to Castletown, 1-4 to St. Martin's. Just over 3 minutes gone in the second half. Only 4 points between the teams. Tommy Radford breaks that ball down. Rory McCarthy coming onto it. Darren Sane. Tomas Codd loses the helmet but not the ball. Referee waves play on the ball, breaks to Rory McCarthy. Going forward for the Wexford men. And pass it out here to Barry Devereux. Devereux looks up and the ball has gone to the left and it's gone wide. That was a great chance for number 12, Barry Devereux. Still 4 points between the teams, 1-8 to 1-4. Castletown ahead. John O'Sullivan now at midfield since the first half. Back to John O'Sullivan. Dropping the ball back in. They're fighting hard inside and the referee is giving a free in. Pat Frayne all over his opponent there. The referee saw it and gives the free in. So a chance for Castletown to open their account for the second half. Patrick Phelan, number 15, taps it over the bar. Left half forward but wearing 15, Patrick Phelan. Score of that Castletown point, their first score of the second half. 1-9 to 1-4, Castletown ahead. Tomas Codd driving it forward, Barry Devereux. John Cuddy, is he out in the half back line? No, he's gone back to full back. John O'Sullivan. Padraig Cuddy couldn't catch it, Rory McCarthy does for the Wexford men. Back up. Barry Devereux had no hurl, but he did all he could. He still hasn't a hurl, but now he has two. The ball goes inside, here come the Laois men. Gerard Cuddy sends that ball over the bar. Number 19, Gerard Cuddy, coming out to get the ball, rounding his man and sending it over the bar. 1-10 to Castletown, 1-4 to St. Martin's. Here come the Laois men once again. This is Cyril Cuddy, took the pass from David Cuddy. Cyril Cuddy driving the ball across, but out over the end line, very much to the left and wide. $1-10 to Castletown, 1-4 to St. Martin's. 6 minutes gone in the second half. Well caught by John O'Sullivan. Ball broken down by Darren Sane. Tomas Codd, Mark Murphy it is. Low shot, the referee drums out of the way. Paul Cuddy on the ground. Referee has blown. They're all hopping off one another over there. Referee is going to throw the ball in between two players. Tomas Codd. Barry Lambert up the far wing. Ball breaks over here to Barry Devereux, number 12. Phil Murphy takes a shot. The ball has gone over the bar. Number 15, Philip Murphy, sending that ball over the bar for the Wexford men. 1-10 to 1-5, Castletown ahead. So still all to play for the early stages of the second half. The ball breaks inside. Coming through is Paddy Dollard. Paddy Dollard across. Paddy Phelan, shot goes in, the goalkeeper comes out. James Quirk. And the clearance completed by David Murphy. Wexford on the attack once again, St. Martin's. Great run there by Robert Lambert. Still Lambert drives that ball in and it's just gone outside the post. as Barry Devereux, number 12, tried to get on the end of it. The ball beat everybody and went outside the post and wide. 1-10 to Castletown, 1-5 to St. Martin's. 8 minutes gone in the second half. David Cuddy. Tommy Radford, number 9, guilty of a loose pull, and it's a free for Castletown. Just inside his own half. Paul Cuddy going left. Can they keep it in play? They can't. It's just gone wide. Gerard Cuddy, number 19, failing to save the ball from going over the line and wide. James Kirk pucking out quickly to this side of the field. Tommy Radford lets it run on. Sir Cuddy, 17, doing well for the Leashmen. Darren Sane in trouble. Paddy Dudler coming forward for the Leashmen, sends that ball in, sends it to the right and sends it wide. Tomas Quay taking that ball out of the air. Rory McCarthy taking the pass, driving it low inside. Back goes John Cuddy. Forwards piling in. John O'Connor, 14, trying to get it out. Rory Quigley, 11, trying to nudge it into the centre. The back's trying to get it out. The referee has blown, and he's going to throw the ball in on the 20-metre line. So the referee restarts with a throw in on the 20-metre line. John O'Sullivan, number 7, Tom Phelan, number 4. Phil Murphy, number 15. Claiming 65, the umpire says it's wide. Curry lost his helmet there and the ball beaten away from him as well. Tomas Codd. John O'Sullivan did very well there. Loose ball into the centre. Here come the Leashmen. Out to Paul. David Cuddy. David Cuddy from Eamon Kerwin. David Cuddy takes a shot. It's gone to the left and it's gone wide. Eamon Kerwin, number 10, playing at centre half forward now for the Castletown team. Paddy Dudler, top of the right. Paddy Phelan, left half forward. They're changing all over the place. Here's Rory Quigley for Wexford men. St. Martin's. Quigley gets away from his man. Still Rory Quigley inside. He's taken down. The referee is going in. Another penalty, is it? It looks like another penalty for St. Martin's. John O'Connor scored from a penalty in the first half. Here's a great chance to bring his team right back into this game. John O'Connor with a penalty for St. Martin's, and it's gone over the bar. He was looking for the roof of the net, you know that from his reaction, but he did get a point out of it. 1-10 to Castletown, 1-6 to St. Martin's. 13 minutes gone in the second half. Mark Murphy breaks that ball down. Eamon Kerwin, now playing a centre half forward, goes after it. Gerard Cuddy, 19, nips in and gets the ball and then loses it. Robert Lambert comes away with the ball. The referee gives the free to the St. Martin's. And he will take the name of the Castletown player, who's also injured. Wexford team, St Martin's, introduced a substitute, number 24. That's James MacDonald, number 24, going in. Barry Devereux, number no, he's not. He's only running into position. No, he is. Yes, he's gone off the team. Barry Devereux, number 12. Jim McDermott, Jim MacDonald, number 24 on. David Murphy with that free from inside his own half of the field. The ball dropping inside into the hand of the goalkeeper. John Lyons steers the ball up the field. Rory McCarthy jumps and misses the ball. It breaks inside to the leashman, Paddy Dollard. Paddy Dollard goes forward. O'Sullivan is beside him if he needs him. He brings it out to this side of the field, but Mark Murphy cuts it out. Shot blocked down and breaks to Paddy Dollard. Chance for the leashman. Dollard takes a shot off of the Wexford player and breaks inside. And Paddy Cuddy's shot is blocked on the goal line. Great save by the goalkeeper Quirk, and is put out for the 65. Well, the ball broke out to Padraig Cuddy, number 11. His shot was brilliantly saved by a diving goalkeeper, James Quirk, and the ball eventually put out for a 65. So a 65 for Castletown. We're into the final quarter of the game. David Cuddy slipped as he appeared to be hitting it, and the ball is very much left and wide. So a little over 14 minutes left in the game. Castletown of Laois 1-10, Martins of Wexford 1-6. Ball breaks to John O'Sullivan. John O'Sullivan back up for Castletown. They're all tussling in the air, broken down by Pat Frame. Eamon Kerwin nips in number 10 and puts the ball over the bar. Number 10 with a yellow helmet, Eamon Kerwin. Squeezes Castletown just a little bit further ahead. He's gone into the left corner now. He was centre half forward a minute ago. Paddy Dollard is now centre half forward. Tommy Radford trying to pull on that ball, beaten. David Cuddy across to the far side. Ken Furlong. He's had a very steady game in the half-back line for Wexford. John O'Connor, 14, comes out. Philip Murphy, 15. Back to Ken Furlong, 5. Murphy again has it over on the far wing. Philip Murphy, shot from Murphy, won't reach the goal. Quigley tries to add to it. Overcomes Martin Phelan, number 2. Clears it up for the Castletown men. Paddy Dollard pushed as he was trying to get onto the ball. The referee is giving the free to Castletown. Paul Cuddy's free only goes to a Wexford man, Tomas Codd. He's tackled from behind, pushed to the ground. It's a free out for St Martin's. A sub going in for Castletown. John Palmer going in wearing 18. Palmer is on at left half forward. And still 1-11 to 1-6, Castletown ahead. David Murphy shot drops 20 metres out. Rory Quigley sends that ball in. The goalkeeper takes it down in front of the goal. Martin Phelan is there. The goalkeeper once again to the rescue. Hand passes it out. Robert Delaney. Ger Cuddy is the man gone off the Castletown team to make way for John Palmer. Here's David Cuddy. Here's John Palmer. Murphy. David Murphy should have pulled the ball going towards the end line. The umpire watches. It stays in play. Pat Frame. David Murphy. John O'Sullivan, number 7, grabs that ball well. Gets it back. Paul Cuddy dragged to the ground. Is a free for Castletown.
Number 18, John Palmer, number 19, Ger Cuddy on the
So just over 10 minutes left and 5 points between the teams. Paul Cuddy is free, goes inside. Paddy Cuddy pulls, breaks his hurl, the ball goes over the end line, it's gone wide. Paddy Phelan doing his best to save the ball from going wide but couldn't succeed. 1-11 for Castletown, 1-6 for St. Martin's, the Wexford men. Castletown coming again. It's Cyril Cuddy, comes back to him. Ken Furlong, well poked. Late pull by the leashman. But I don't think there was anything malicious because the ball happened to be kicked away and the pull was coming in. It was just a mistimed pull. No malice intended, I think. Though a name may be going into the... John Palmer is going to be booked and given a yellow card by the referee. So John Palmer has his name taken. Ken Furlong, the man down injured, he's back up. And it's a free for St. Martin's. On his own 65-metre line. David Murphy just outside the 65 for St. Martin's. Struck it well. Going left, can they keep it in? They can. It's dropping in front of the goal. The referee has blown. The ball is in the back of the net, but the referee had long since blown. A free out for the Laois men. John Lyons, the captain of the team, to take it. 1-11 to 1-6. Castletown still ahead. Just over 8 minutes left. John O'Sullivan pulls and misses. Here comes Martin once again. Tomas Codd pulled on there as he was coming forward. Free for St. Martin's. Rory McCarthy, number 7, to take it. Just outside his own 65-metre line, Rory McCarthy with his free for St. Martin's. Dropping it in nicely. The goalkeeper watches it, advances, has the ball to John O'Sullivan. David Cuddy down the middle. Furlong takes it out of the air. John Palmer doing well since he came on. Turns inside, sends that ball in. It's just gone to the left and gone wide. Just 7 minutes left in the game. Castletown 1-11, St. Martin's 1-6. Here come the Wexford men once again. Robert Lambert. Wexford men stretched on the ground in the middle of the field as Lambert goes forward. Still Robert Lambert. Shot blocked down. Referee stops play. Attention is needed for the Wexford man. Tomas Codd, the man down injured. Looks like a head injury. So the referee is going to restart the game. 25 metres out from the Castletown goal. Tomas Codd is back in his position. All to play for with 6 minutes left and 5 points between the teams and a free into St. Martin's. So John O'Connor then with this vital free for St. Martin's. 6 minutes to go, a little under now, and 5 points between the teams as he takes this free. Now there are 4 points between them. John O'Connor, number 14, scored that latest point for St. Martin's. 1-11 to Castletown and 1-7 to St. Martin's. Darren Sain comes forward, the ball bounces off somebody's hand. Pat Frame is number 3. Parry Cuddy 11. Tommy Radford, number 9. Eamon Kerwin is 10 for the Laois men. The ball has gone off the Wexford man, I think. Lyons man is giving it to Castletown. Paddy Nari, the Lyons man. Paddy Phelan is in an almighty hurry, number 15. He's run right across from the left corner position to place that ball. Now he's going into the centre to take up his own position, as David Cuddy, number 8, is going to take the sideline ball. About 15 metres out from the goal, from the end line. Cuts it inside nicely. Cyril Cuddy takes a shot, and Cyril Cuddy puts the ball over the bar. Number 17, Cyril Cuddy, put that ball nicely over the bar from the sideline cut from David Cuddy, extending the Castletown lead. 1-12 to 1-7. Tommy Radford in space gets the puck out. 3 players around him. He didn't do terribly well, and it hasn't worked out for him at all. Here come Castletown once again. Paddy Dullard driving it in, driving it left and wide. 4 minutes plus stoppage time left. Right taken by Paul Cuddy. John Palmer. Referee waving play on, playing the advantage. Palmer going up the far wing. 45 metres out. On his left hand side, drives that ball in. Broken down by Frayne as far as Paddy Cuddy. Cuddy is dragged to the ground as the free in for Castletown. Well, David Cuddy is hardly going to go for a goal from this free. No, he taps it over the bar. Number 8, David Cuddy, making it 1-13 to Castletown and 1-7 to St. Martin's. Just under 3 minutes plus stoppage time left. And Castletown 6 points ahead now. Tomas Codd for Wexford. Lobbing it inside. Tom Phelan forward is there trying to halt the progress. Paul Cuddy to John O'Sullivan. Ken Furlong for the Martins men. And it's a free for St. Martin's. So Ken Furlong with this free for St. Martin's, lobbing it in. They're 6 points behind as time is running out. The ball breaks to Mark Murphy, the captain of the team. Being driven towards the far corner by Cyril Cuddy, and Cuddy comes away for Castletown and clears the ball up the field. Only goes as far as Tomas Codd. Tomas Codd lobs it back in and over the bar. Number 8 tying his lace, Tomas Codd with a white helmet. 5 points between the teams, 1-13 to 1-8. A minute and a quarter plus stoppage time left. So into the final minute of this game, and Castletown 5 points ahead. David Cuddy looks up, sends the ball in. It's gone to the right and it's gone wide. Castletown 1-13, St. Martin's 1-8. Taken on by David Cuddy. Paddy Dullard dropping 20 metres out. Paddy Cuddy, Fionn O'Sullivan. A point for Castletown. 13 with the red helmet, Fionn O'Sullivan. 1-14 to 1-8. And that must surely be it now. Into injury time at the end of the game. Castletown 6 points ahead. Perhaps a minute and a bit of injury time. We had a few stoppages, maybe 2 minutes. Rory McCarthy, Jim McDonald beaten, Fionn O'Sullivan, Mark Murphy. Here's Rory McCarthy. There's a man loose on his outside, but he chose to go inside, and he's still going on. Still McCarthy taken down. It's a free into St. Martin's. So playing injury time, is 1:14 to 1:8. They need 2 goals to draw the match at the moment. So John O'Connor with this free for St. Martin's in injury time. They need to work a goal somewhere. O'Connor shoots, gone over the bar. 1:14 to 1:9. 1 minute of injury time already played. Referee checking his watch. John Lyons pucks out. Castletown captain Pat Frame knocks it down. Ball going over the sideline ball to St. Martin's. John MacDonald going to take it. Jim MacDonald, I should say. Darren Sane. Tomas Codd. Cut out for the Laois men by David Cuddy. Tap on the Wexford man as he was going through. That's Barry Lambert, number 10, and the Laois player going to be booked. Yellow card for number 8, David Cuddy from Castletown. 1:14 to 1:9 the score. Mark Murphy with another free for St. Martin's. He has to lob this one in again. 5 points behind and deep in injury time, and the Laois men come away, and the referee has blown the whistle. Robert Delaney, the man fouled that time. We can't have too much more time left in this game. And John Lyons from his own 20-metre line will take this free. Beginning to drizzle ever so slightly here now at the end of this game. Tomas Codd takes it down for the Martins men. And David Cuddy drives it back in. It's gone to the right and it's just gone wide. And the referee has blown the full-time whistle. Robert Delaney took that last shot, number 5. So David Cuddy announced the man of the match. Castletown have qualified for the AIB Leinster Senior Hurling Final on the final scoreline of Castletown of Laois 1:14, St. Martin's of Wexford 1 goal and 9.